All right, today we're going to talk about harvesting tools. It seems like a simple thing, but these are things that you need to have and in place to harvest. Sometimes people don't have the right things. So let's talk about harvesting tools. So a sharp knife. We highly recommend a knife, a very sharp knife. I'll show you what we use. What we used in the beginning, we use a little bit different now, but this is the knife we use. It's the green handle one. You can get it on Amazon. Links will probably be in this video. You can find them in our resource sheets, all that. This is the knife I recommend starting with. So you want to do that. You want to have a safe place to store this knife. You don't want to just leave it on the counter and get dirty, get knocked off, get damaged. So what we use is a wall holder. It's just a magnetic holder. You can put it on the wall and it holds. You've seen them, I'm sure. This is like an industrial one for a restaurant is what we use. Again, we'll show links in of this as well. Or you can use a cover, slide the cover over it to keep it safe as well. I think they all come with a cover. You can use that as well. We do not. We just use that. And if you don't have any of that, you can just use a good old bucket. Just, not a 5 gallon, but just a little sanitizer bucket even, and just set them in that. That would work just fine as well. Just someplace to store it safely so it's not damaged. It's not cutting anybody, falling into the ground or anything like that. Safe storage of that. Next thing you're going to want to know for this knife, you're going to want to get a knife sharpener. We use this one. I'm not sure the brand name over there. Again, we'll put a link in there for it. It has two different cuts for it, for coarse and fine. We use the fine. Huh?
That one uses coarse, the other
okay.
uses fine.
So the one knife uses coarse, one knife uses fine. That one uses coarse that you're seeing there. So you want to use the coarse side for that knife if you got that exact knife. If you got a better high quality knife, you want to use the fine. We have two different knives. Jess uses one, I use one. I use that one. She uses the nicer knife, so she does most of the cutting. So get a good knife sharpener because they will go dull. You want to preserve the life of the knife. Get a knife sharpener so you can keep sharpening that knife and keep using it long term. All right, so that's knife. That's the main thing you're going to need for cutting. I do not recommend using scissors. You will get carpal tunnel if you use scissors too long, in my opinion. They just don't cut as well. They leave slight damage. There's reports of the shelf life's not any different. It's just, I think a knife's just a higher quality product, so I recommend using a knife. Then you're going to need a scale. So you're going to need a scale to weigh everything, to make sure you have the right measurements and everything else. So I recommend a scale, if you can see it, the one that goes to the hundredths, the 2 dots after. That's one I recommend you get more exact dials in on that. You can get these ones. You can get ones that are good for trade. You can get ones that are just regular, depending on what you need in your environment. The ones for trade are just a little bit more expensive, but they're well worth the money because they're more accurate scales. So I do recommend getting them if you can for that. So that's your scale. Then obviously you need to clean up. So you're going to need a sanitizer bucket and sanitizer. We use a Quat sanitizer, and there's little tablets that go in there, and then the right measurement for the size. You put them in there, let them dissolve in warm water, right? Warm water. And it dissolves, and there you have your sanitizer. It's simple, it's easy. And you want to get little tab things that, which I don't have them out here right now, but little tabs to measure the sanitizer to make sure it's proper. You might need to add more water. You maybe use a half tablet, whatever. Figure out what you need by the measurement on there and it'd be on that. So that's that. And then obviously a clean towel to clean up. So, you dip this in there, get it up, clean that towel with it and everything else. So you need a clean towel. So them are the main things you need for harvesting. And obviously when you're harvesting, you're going to need something to put it in. We'll be talking about in future videos. Your packaging, you're going to need that as well to put that in, to put on the scale to weigh. So that are the minimal tools you need for harvesting and getting good high quality micrograins.